Hello and welcome again to MJTV. My name is Matthew James. I am your host. I am a renowned international medium and clairvoyant. And what I've got in my hand is 4 of the really traditional tarot images. Okay, I'm using my Merlin Tarot. They don't really appear like the normal traditional images of these cards, but there is the Chariot card. I want to talk about the Chariot card as a means of indicating communications, contacts. It is always to do with changes of direction in our lives. But as far as I'm concerned, when the Chariot appears in a deck, the Chariot is all about the communications, the contacts that we're going to have, hearing from people again, making steps to get in communication and getting the right contacts. And through the right contacts and the right communications, we can actually forage the right direction in our lives. Hence, the Chariot card appearing as somebody who is actually a horseman on a chariot, and he's crossing the river. He's changing the direction in life. Now, the next one I actually want to talk about is one of my personal favorites, which is the Star card. Now, simply put, when I get the Star card in any spread for a client, I say straight away, oh, I see there's a child about to be born. There has been a pregnancy, or there will be a pregnancy, and there is going to be a child born. That is my only meaning for the Star card. I always cut to the chase with this card. Whenever I see this card in a spread with a client, I will always talk about children. 9 times out of 10, you will find that there is somebody in front of me who is hoping for children. They discuss children with their partner, or they're planning children, or there will be a member of their family who will know that they are pregnant, or they're planning there's a pregnancy. There will always be reference to this child in the immediate surroundings with the person who picks this card during a reading. Now, I want to talk about the controlling influence that the Emperor represents. The Emperor is all about the control in a situation. It can be a person. It can be describing a person that is in somebody's life. Whenever I see the Emperor card and I'm talking about relationships, I will always bring up somebody who's a little bit possessive, a little bit controlling of my client. And 9 times out of 10, I will get an affirmative. Somebody will actually nod their head and say, yeah, that does actually describe the person that I'm wanting information on. The Emperor will also talk about some structure or some sort of control in somebody's life. So if the Emperor appears in a spread and we're talking about a career move, we can say that somebody is in control. They're basically going into a work environment which will be more suited to them, that they can get actual control of or possession of. So the Emperor card does have a variety of meanings, but they all basically all the same. They relate to a control aspect of someone's life. Then finally, I want to introduce my Guardian, my Devil card. In the traditional decks, the devil is the fear, what we fear, what we will not face, what we will not, what we have to overcome in order to move on in our lives and get a new situation in our lives. We're all locked in this fear aspect. We're all faced with these personal dwellers, little dwellers on the threshold, as I like to describe them. The little entities that hold us back, that are all the manifestation of our fears. When I see the Guardian or Devil card in a reading, I always know that there's something there that somebody is fearful of, or there is a decision that they're scared of making, or a situation that they're finding it very, 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 very difficult to face. That is the sense that I actually have. As far as I'm concerned, this card is talking about having the protection and the strength to overcome those fears. It's an element within yourself that you are protected to be able to overcome these fears. That is the sense with this card. And yeah, that's basically what I just wanted to talk about in this brief transmission, was just discuss some more tarot cards. And in the next tarot personality transmission, I'll talk about some other tarot cards. And I'm going to basically introduce them. All the idea is that I'm going to give my little insight on what I feel the tarot card means. It's not necessarily going to be the book meaning, but it's the ones that actually work for me. And the idea is that you maybe take a snippet of my meaning and maybe apply it yourself, or maybe be inspired to have your own meanings with the tarot cards, because I do not believe that tarot cards were ever meant to have a fixed meaning. They are impressions, they are universal symbols, and they're basically symbols that can shift and can change depending on the environments that are around people who actually pull these cards. So anyway, I will leave it there. My name is Matthew James. You've been watching MJTV. Thank you very much for your time.